Welcome back to Koreanology 101, the podcast dedicated to exploring the weirder and more wonderful side of Korean culture and history. Today, we're diving into a foundational piece of Korean internet literature, the legendary web novel, Invisible Dragon.
It's a story that's less about complex plotting and more about absolute ridiculous power. The protagonist, known as the Invisible Dragon, is introduced right off the bat as the single strongest being in existence. Its defining characteristic is overwhelming strength, coupled with complete invisibility.
And the story wastes no time proving this. The dragon's early feats include defeating every god and demon it encounters. We even see fearsome creatures like Balrogs running away just from its roar. After essentially conquering the entire cosmic realm, the dragon gets bored and simply destroys the world.
That's right. Post-apocalypse, it decides to visit Earth, where it continues its invisible rampage, leveling entire countries without anyone figuring out who the culprit was. Even when attacked by modern fighter jets, the dragon remains totally unharmed because, well, it's invisible.
The plot gets stranger when the dragon briefly takes on a human form, described as breathtakingly handsome, capable of captivating everyone. Though crucially, this human form is also completely invisible.
But even the invisible dragon meets challenges. In one bizarre sequence, an army of Zerg and Hydras riding overlords invades. They pose a unique threat because they possess detectors capable of locating the invisible foe. The dragon responds by unleashing a breath attack, destroying the overlords and subsequently defeating the Zerg forces.
The novel also introduces escalating rivals. First, there's the super ancient ultra hyper dragon, which was powerful enough to force our protagonist to use a serious, though not ultimate, attack.
The ultimate threat, however, was the Demon King Dragon Master. The invisible dragon transforms into a Super Saiyan to fight him, but initially cannot win. It actually had to spend 300 million years in rigorous training just to defeat this rival with minimal effort later on.
We can't forget the family drama either. The protagonist has a brother named Too Transparent Dragon. They end up fighting each other simply because their shared invisibility causes too much confusion, a battle the invisible dragon eventually wins.
And finally, after all those invincible battles, the dragon meets its end. It is defeated by a character named Dyke, who is specifically trained by Kolbob, the Lord of the Universe. Kolbob first weakened the dragon, allowing Daikyu to deliver the final blow.
The author's original notes revealed the intention was to keep the dragon from becoming too overpowered, which led to these strange escalating rivals and the eventual complex defeat. The notes also highlighted the intentional use of unusual spelling and unique sentence structures, which became a hallmark of the writing style.
It's a bizarre, chaotic, and ultimately iconic story that captured the energy of early internet fiction. Thank you for joining us for this dive into Invisible Dragon.
That's all for this episode of Koreanology 101. We'll catch you next time.